All right, guys. Welcome. This is live here with your host, Trade FX. So, as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex index and metal markets here. And we had a live this morning here at London, pretty good live. And basically, it's going to be the same that we're going to be doing on each and every live. So, we're going to look at news events, and then I'll explain you exactly the indicator slash trade manager that I'm going to be using, and showing you the actual alert system that I created here, and basically talk trading overall, and see exactly if we have any setups or anything like that. So, 15 minutes before the start of New York session. So I hope everyone had a great morning. So let's get on to it. So let's look at the news. All right. Perfect. So news calendar here. For now, we have a couple of U.S. One U.S. News here that is the job opening at 10. So it's high impact news. Just be careful here if you're trading anything US related. But other than that, it could be smooth selling New York session here overall after that news event. So pretty straightforward. And yeah, that's pretty much it here on that. So let's, you have a great day. So let's get on to the alert system. So I'm just gonna show you exactly the alert system. All right. So this is the alert system here. And as you could see, we had a couple of alerts today, a few sell setups here on UK 100 and the German 40, so DE40. So what's going to happen is that in the background, you should hear alerts coming in, and it will explain exactly which symbol that is entering, and the actual direction of the trade, and the actual time that the trade was triggered, and the price of the entry. All right. So eventually, you're gonna see those alerts here on your end. So when it's gonna be ready, I will let you know. And so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have my cat here that is saying hi, hi, hi. All right. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So in the background, you're gonna hear the actual alert. So if the alert comes in, I will let y'all know. But for now, we will go on the actual MT4 terminal, so y'all can see exactly my support and resistance set up, and we're gonna go go back on an actual trade that I'm pretty sure Leon took for a sell, and I told him I think it's gonna reverse, and it did. So let's look at it and analyze exactly what I explained earlier this morning. So this is where Leon took that trade for a sell. So when I saw this wick here and the actual support and resistance that was taken out here, and the price closed above those lines, those levels, and that was the actual candle after that. And I told Leon better to get out of that trade because I'm pretty sure it's going to reverse and go towards previous resistance level. And as you could see, it went toward this one here. Okay, so the price went up, started to bounce off of those two levels here, previous support and resistance line, and then started to go higher and then stop and stalled here. And as you can see, there was two lines, support and resistance here off of the 1 hour chart, the 1 hour higher time frame resistance support zones that the price went to and started to collapse off of it. So if you were looking for a sell, this setup was perfect, and this one was perfect too. But between that, you had that buy, and as you can see, the candle body here. When you see a candle body that is clean like that, you know that eventually it's gonna create some fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap, right? And speaking of fair value gap, we do have a fair value gap indicator that I'm going to explain you in a couple of minutes. And Leon, you have access to it, so don't think I told you that you have access to it, but you had it access since Sunday, I think. So make sure to look at the Discord and your trading view. You should see it on your trading view here. All right. So let me go back to see exactly if there's any questions or any feedback. Yeah, that's the cat. That was the cat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you're able to get that fair value gap here. I'm going to explain it, the fair value gap right now. Let me look at the time. Yeah, we still have 7 minutes before market open. So let's go on the trading view, and I will explain you fair value gap, how it works. I did put a video on our Discord, so make sure to look at it. But I'm just gonna explain it to you right now. So it's called FVG Edge. So that will be the name of the indicator. All right. And as you can see, this is what you're gonna see. We're gonna still look at the Euro USD because that was what we're looking at. And as you can see, it clearly gave you an actual fair value gap for a bullish fair value gap here. And basically, how it works is that it's gonna analyze all of the fair value gaps based on of price movement. The only thing that you need to select, not the only thing, but one of the things that you need to select and make sure is the actual higher time frame for the fair value gap. So if you want to confirm a higher time frame fair value gap off of the current time frame that you're trading on, so right now we're trading on the 50-minute chart, and the fair value gap that I'm looking at right now will be the 1 hour. That's why I put 1 hour here, right? And for the rest, you just have to follow the actual settings that I talked about earlier in the video. So make sure to look at the video on that. So give me 2 seconds. I didn't share my screen. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So you should see that right now. All right, so this is the fair value gap indicator. Let me look at a video. Okay, perfect. Please could you check the. All right, perfect. So you said you want to see SSP 500 US. Okay, so pretty straightforward for the fair value gap here. So if there's any questions, let me know. Thank you. All right, so let's. go on the actual charts. Let's see here. Boom, boom. And I'm going to remove this. All right. So SSP 500, that will be this one, I think. 500. Yeah, that's the one. All right. So close those two. And I'm going to minimize this. All right, so always going to be looking at the H1 and see what we are expecting. So I'm just going to zoom in. All right, so based on what I'm seeing here, we do have a fair value gap here based off of that move. So it went toward that fair value gap. Visually, I could see it. If you need to have a confirmation, you can always go on the fair value gap edge on TradingView to see exactly the fair value gap off of the 1 hour. I'm just gonna open it here on my end. Let's see. So I'm going to go back and forth on the charts here, guys. So you can clearly see what I'm seeing here, all right? Yeah, so let me check. Let me share with you the. All right, so as you can see, you have multiple fair value gaps here for a bullish fair value gap. So for now, I would be bullish here on the SSP 500 here before market open, at market open. So it will be in a couple of minutes. All right. So that's what you should be seeing here for the fair value gap. Let us focus on the indicated. All right, perfect. So this is basically this is the fair value gap. So that will be confirming you that it's a bullish fair value gap here until it's rated. It's still bullish here. All right. So now let's go on the MT4 for support and resistance and see levels for bullish movement. So right now it's 9:30. Pretty sure it's 9:30. Yeah. So it just started to do 9:30. So we'll see exactly if it's going to raid that fair value gap to the downside or to go on the upside. But if they were looking to go bullish, they need to give you a bearish movement here at market open and to have a continuation here on the upside. And as you can see, we do have previous report support and resistance here. So, and that are really close. So most likely it will start to go higher. If you're looking for a buy, target those previous support and resistance zones. I don't think it's going to go higher than this, but if you close the higher time frame, I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to put the current price action for the current time, we do have a resistance here. So it may start to reject. This is the 15-minute support and resistance. All right. So this is a zone of interest. If they don't go past that, they may start to go down. But the higher time frame zones will be the one that you'll be looking for your TP zones. All right. So let's go back on the higher time frame 1 hour support and resistance. So I would put my stop loss here. All right. Stop loss here or at the 50% of that fair value gap. All right. And I would target these zones. So that will be my first TP, second one, and my third one will be this one for a bullish movement. All right. So we'll wait and see. No alerts yet. So the alert that we're receiving here, it's based off of institutional liquidity that I coded myself. So that's why you don't have the actual indicator here of that. So to be able to have access to it, you're only going to receive the. So US30 is a buy right now. All right, and as you can see,
by US30 at price
the S&P 500 here is going higher. So you see exactly the reaction that was done. So it tried to reach that previous support. It didn't go through. And like I said, if they were going to go higher, they need to go down, go to that fair value gap first, and start to go and push up. Right? So right now it's going to be going towards that second level here that I talked about. So and it may start to go higher here. That'll be the last zone here for higher. All right. So make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Free education here on YouTube. So make sure to like and subscribe. So do you have any, is it clear, Leon? I know that that was your question. And you see that these levels were pretty much respected here. And you had the fair value gap here that was confirmed off of the 1 hour. Let me drink my tea. All right, so we had the US30 buy setup. Oh, because it's not on MT5. Is that why? Because I already sent you the script for that. If it's because it's not on MT5, that's okay. I will, like I said, that's the last thing that I need to do is to convert it to MT5 if you're not using MT4. No, Leon, the support and resistance indicator is not on TradingView. It's on MT4. The fair value gap indicator is on TradingView. So support and resistance, you need to check your email because I sent you an email for that. but the fair value gap is on trading you. That's the only thing that you have on trading you. So once again, support and resistance is on MT4. So you have to, so it's an expert advisor on MT4. So it's SREATM. Yeah, so you should see it on your email. You just have to download it and load it to your chart. I thought you understood that this morning. It's all good. Yeah, exactly. So for now, it's only on MT4, but it's only for if you're not trading on MT4. That's okay. It's visually, it's gonna help you a lot to take your trade and take your to do your analysis off of it. All right. But eventually, like I said, I'm going to be working on that MT5 one, maybe today or tomorrow. It shouldn't be taking that long to convert it to MT5 because it's already done on MT4. So it's only a few coding things that need to be done to have it working on MT5. I will. Yeah, exactly. So it's as an EA, but it's only an indicator or trade manager. All right. All right. So for now, we only have the US30 that came in for I think for sell. No, it was for buy. Yes. So yesterday as a buy, and that was at 9 hours 33 minutes. So about 6 minutes ago, we had that buy set up here on US30. All right, perfect. All right, so right now, SSP 500 is looking bullish here. So it respected that fair value gap for now. Make sure to look at maybe a higher low that will be created here for that move until we go lower. But for now, it went towards that fair value gap as a bullish setup, and that's why I was looking for a buy at market open for the analysis that Leon asked me to do. So that was a buy here at market open. So those levels here that you're seeing. I'm just gonna go back on the chart. So I was expecting to have the price go towards those two levels here. So it's respecting those two levels. We'll see exactly if it's going to break that previous support. If not, we may start to reverse and go down. All right. All right. So is that clear? If you have any questions, put them in chat as always. So for now, when you have the US30 buy setup, And that's pretty much what we have so far. Perfect. Great. So if there's anything else you want me to look at, we could look at it right now. Uh, just waiting for any other setups here on the indices. So it'll be Nasdaq, S&P 500, and US30. So for now, we only have that US30 set up. So we're gonna wait for S&P 500 to confirm something. So it seems that it took some liquidity at the bottom, at the top here for 50%. So, and we may start to reverse here on S&P 500. Yeah, so German 40, you had basically it took it did two setups here, two cells. The first one did the last one did went to stop loss, so negative on that too overall. So I think it only lost $300 on the automation. So let me check. So that was let me check here. Just gonna go on my actual indicator. And see exactly this setup. Yeah, so the first cell did one. It did trail, but the second was to it started to reverse after that, and the trend started to go up. So that's why it lost. So basically, that was basically here. So the first cell was right here, and then the second there was near the end. But as you can see, there was some resistance here, support resistance here that was really next to each other. And like I said, if you see that, most likely there will be some reaction that will be done with on the market. And also here, as you can see, we had support and resistance that was next to each other. So those two zones here were some rejection and reversal pattern, reversal setup here, and that's why the price went up and went towards that resistance right here. So it broke those previous support and resistance zones to the upside, and then started to go down after that. So the first sell was good because it was at the high, at the almost at the peak of that sell, but the last sell was almost in profit and then started to reverse. That's why you have to look at the resistance and see exactly if you need to get in or to get out earlier and not ride it out, right? So that's why I created this support and resistance indicator, so y'all can see the best time to get out of that trade. Can you share on trading? Can you share? What do you mean? Can you share on trading view? like I said, Leon, the support and resistance indicator is only on MT4, not on TradingView. MT4. MT4. It's not on TradingView. The reason why it's not on TradingView is because the calculation of the support and resistance is totally different from broker to broker. So if you're trading, for example, Fund Index or you're trading FTMO, the levels will not be the same because the broker feed is not the same. So that's why it doesn't make sense to do it on TradingView. We need to do it on MT4 or MT5 platform so you could have the server, the actual server support and resistance. So once again, it's not on TradingView, it's on MT4 and eventually will be on MT5. So that's why I don't look at the TradingView. The only thing that you look at TradingView is fair value gap. That will work on TradingView and any other entry indicators that you have on TradingView. But your support and resistance and the matter that you enter or you're getting out of the trade needs to be done on the actual MT4 or MT5 platform because this is where you put your trade, right? Yes, you're only going to be seeing it on MT4, like I said, but when the MT5 version will be done, I will share it to you. All right, but for now, it's only on MT4. So basically, what you need, I'll tell you exactly your actual trading plan or trading flow with that support and resistance. Okay, so first you look at the market. All right, so you see exactly where you're at in the market. If you have a fair value gap or not, that will be analyzed on TradingView. Okay, so anything that is related to your entries, fair value gap, that will be on TradingView. All right. Then you have your execution. Your execution is off of your trading platform. So if you're trading MT4, your support and resistance should be based off of your MT4 broker that you're using. So you can load it to your broker, and it will provide you it will plot your levels for your support and resistance off of your broker's feed. That's really important because if you're looking only at the support and resistance off of TradingView, it's not the same as your broker. So that's why it took me a little bit of months to understand exactly what was going on because most of the time I was looking at support and resistance, it wasn't the same on the broker. And I realized that we need to set up a support and resistance indicator off of the broker because this is where you're taking your trade and this is where you get out of your trade. So that makes more sense. All right. So for now, it's on MT4. So you look at your MT4 levels to see if you have an entry for a sell, for example, for like yesterday, this morning, sorry, we had a sell on German. Basically, you have two sell setups. So the first one was in profit. It did close in profit. I think it made $400 and something. But the second one was too late because of the levels that we had here on the support and resistance. So I'm just gonna close this and show you those levels. So here that sell came in here, but as you can see, we had one support and one resistance zone that was next together. And like I said, if you have those levels next to each other, this is a point that most likely the price wants to reverse off of. Okay, and that's the reason why the trade didn't win because it started to reverse and started to went higher. Okay, and like I said, eventually by the end of this week, you're gonna have that trend indicator here that will give you exactly the trend. And if you see the trend that is switching near those levels, most likely you need to get out of that trade if you're entering in the opposite way, and just follow the trend and take that buy. All right. So is that clear? Perfect. No problem. Perfect. That is perfect. So let me check. 952. All right, so let's see. All right, so any other questions? I think I'm gonna add the Russell to on the list for New York. So Russell 2000, that's another under indice. I'll add it to the alerts too. All right. All right. So if you have any questions, guys, make sure to put it in the chat. If you want me to look at different pair, different indice, I'm able to do so. And like I said, really important to look at your levels here, because if you don't do that, most of the time you're going to be in the wrong way of the market. So that's what we're trying to avoid. All right, so let's go back on. We were on SSP 500 that was here. Okay, as you can see, SSP 500 now it's going down right now. All right, so it went to those levels here and started to reject to the T, and as you can see, this is the wick, and now it's going down. All right. Right. So now we have a sell on US30. So US30 a sell.
Sell US30 at price 45,124.9 on 15M time frame at time 9 hours.
So if you're in that
55
buy
minutes
on
and
US30,
37
you should be
seconds.
closing out that buy and getting
Sell
in that
US30
sell.
at price
Right?
45,124.9 on 15M time frame at time 9 hours 55 minutes and 37 seconds.
All right, so let's look at the SSP
Sell
500
US30
one
at price
and see which
45,124.9
level
on 15M time frame at time 9
that it
hours
may start to
55 minutes
go.
and 37 seconds.
So we have this one here, that resistance one on the H1. So if it breaks that, you may start to go towards that previous support here on the H1, all right? And that will fill up that that gap that we have on SSP 500. So it would be the same thing on Dow and even the Nasdaq. So it should be the same thing. So if you go on the Nasdaq here, we're gonna remove those levels. So I'm gonna zoom in. You see, it did the exact same thing. So usually S&P 500 and Nasdaq move 99% the same way, right? So that's why I told you it may start to do the same thing on Nasdaq. So and S&P 500 sometimes it follows Nasdaq too, but as you can see, those are the levels here. So we do have some levels pretty much next to each other right here and even here. So we may have some fighting going on here in the market until it broke that resistance here on Nasdaq. Okay, so if we do that, we should be going on the next level and so on and so forth. All right, so is that clear, guys? If you have any questions, let me know. All right, so make sure to like and subscribe, guys. We appreciate it. So we still have about 45 minutes here in this live to see what is going to happen with those setups here. Let's look at Euro USD. So Euro USD, like I said earlier, we were bullish here, and then right now we're consolidating. We may go a little higher. We did do a higher low right here, but if it doesn't pass this previous high, previous higher low, we may start to go down. And we do have a fair value gap here that was rated here off of that move right here, and now we have previous bearish fair value gap. So that's perfect, and now it's going higher. There you go. So we should have a push to the upside. So that means that this wick went towards that inside that fair value gap a little bit more to get you that push here to the upside. All right. So we'll see exactly that setup. So we do have a good support and resistance here. So we may have some rejection off of that zone because that was a big point of interest, and here too. So it may start to reverse to the downside after that big push. So this is how you look at those levels. So any questions, guys? I'll be shy. 10:01. We do have the job opening that came in 7.18 million, 7.18 million. We're expecting 7.38 million. So that's negative here for the job opening, and that's maybe the reason why we have a push to the upside on the DAX here, the DXY. All right, so that's why it's going higher right now. It's because of that job opening affecting the US dollar. So that means right now the DXY is tanking right now. Yeah, it's tanking big time. Tanking big time. Let me show you what's that. I'll show you the trading view. Trend indicator that I will share to you guys that is on the Discord. Maybe by the end of this week. So let me close this and share the other one. Boom, boom. All right. So as you can see, this morning here, after I think a few minutes, maybe after that live, it switched to a sell. So that means that we're bearish here on the XY. And as you can see, we have a continuation here on the downside. So that's why I was bullish here on Euro USD when I told you to get out of that trade. And that's exactly what's happening here. All right. So we do have a fair value gap here on the XY in the downside. So if I open the fair value gap here, boom, we have multiple fair value gaps. And now it's gonna close out that fair value gap. This fair value gap was validated here off of that move here in the upside, but now we don't have anything else holding up the DAX to go higher. So that's why it's tanking right now. All right. So bearish here on the DAX, so Euro USD going up. And even US CAD, if you're looking at US CAD, I'm pretty sure it's going down right now. So let's load the US CAD. There you go. So US CAD is bearish here. Still loading here. All right, you go. We're still on a bullish sentiment, but it's eventually going to start to reverse to be bearish here. All right. Oh, sorry. So let me do it again because I didn't click on my YouTube. Make sure that y'all can see. So I'm gonna start it again. Go back on what I was saying. Here you go. So USD like I said here, it was bullish here. All right, it was bullish since 4 o'clock. All right, this is when I told you to get out because I was expecting to go long on your USD, and that's exactly what's happening here. But if you look at the DXY, DXY is here. DXY, here you go. DXY, as you can see, right around the same time, 4 o'clock, it started to go bearish here. All right. So if you're trading your USD and when you're gonna have access to that trend indicator, it will help you out tremendously on analyzing the market and see exactly where the market wants to go. And if you were in a trade and it start to reverse, you're gonna see that on your screen. All right. So were you able to see my screen, everyone? Let me know. And was that clear? All right, perfect. Great. Perfect. So let's. So if you have any question, do you have any question in regards to TradingView? If not, I'll go back to MT4. Yeah, exactly. It's an indicator for trend price. So I was working on it for a couple of months here in the background. So finished it last week, and basically that's what is integrated here with all of the indicators, the institutional indicator that I created here, that you're receiving alerts here. All right, so that's perfect. Let's close this and go back on. Back on the MT4. All right. So big reaction here off of that job reporting here, the job opening. Most of the region that the price was going down, it was going up, but as I told you, there were bullish movement here off of those zones here off of the 1 hour, right? All right, so let's look at US30 here. All right, go. History, that's what we have right now. So S&P 500 2, S&P and NASDAQ here. All right, so it seems that most of the indices here will start to reverse. Got the OJQY. OJQY here is going down right now. So pretty good setup here. On the OJQY. All right, so let me not receive any other alerts here. Tomorrow, let's see what's happening here tomorrow at New York. So let's see exactly if there's any. Yeah, we have service PMI tomorrow. And we have unemployment claim at 8:30. Non-farm employment change. And we have NFP on Friday too. So we should have some good mood here overall before the end of this week. Yesterday, another sell.
Sell US30 at price 45,087.8 on 15M time frame at time 10 hours 13 minutes and 52 seconds. Sell US30 at price 45,087.8 on 15M time frame at time 10 hours 13 minutes and 52 seconds. Sell US30 at price 45,087.8 on 15M time frame at time 10 hours 13 minutes and 52 seconds.
So US30, it seems to be starting to go on a bearish movement here right now. So expecting to have the price going a little bit lower here. So let's go on US30. Let's make sure that I'm on the right thing. Yeah, US30, yes. So US30 looking to go bearish. So we may have some continuation in here in the downside. So a level to be looking for is this one here, and even this one here. So if it goes past those, that'll be important. And I'm just going to look at the current. Whoops. Current support and resistance. So we have a previous resistance here. So the next support off of the current time frame will be this one here. So be careful, guys. Make sure to monitor your trades and all that stuff. Right, and let's go back on SSP. Yeah, it seems to be reversing right now. All right, so let's 16. All right. I think we're gonna close out the session here in a couple of minutes. One last round of questions, if you have any. So let me know if you want me to look at something. Let me know. And the next session will be tomorrow at New York session here, same time, 9:15, and Friday 9:15. I think Friday. I think I'm going to change. I'm going to change the time. We do have NFP on Friday. I may change the time here for Friday, so it'll be. Be I'll notify on the YouTube and on the Discord if I'm changing the time. So if there's a modification, we should be on the live at 8:15. So 15 minutes before NFP, and see exactly how NFP works. And we'll be done at around 10 on Friday. I'll see about that. All right, so last round of questions, if you have any, guys. If not, we're gonna close out the session. All right, so perfect. So no other questions, guys. So we'll reconvene here tomorrow, New York session, for another session here with myself. Is there a setup for? Oh, is there a setup for SSP 500? So right now we are looking at S&P 500. That it? Yes. So right now we had that resistance here that was taken out, that was bouncing off of on the 1 hour. Let's look at the 15 and see exactly if we had some support and resistance that was pretty close. Yes, we had. So the current time frame support and resistance did have a bounce here off of those levels here. So we may have a bullish here momentum here on the upside for SSP 500. So unless that he wants to do a higher low, it may start to go up, because we did have the news event here at 10, the job opening that did move the market down, and now it's starting to recover. So looking at this, I would be bullish here on S&P 500. But like I said, be careful on how you manage your trade and all that stuff. But on the H1, we have a resistance zone. We're going to see exactly if it's going to reach above this level here to the upside. So make sure to monitor it. But for the indices, it's better to take those entries at the start of the market open, because this is where you have more movement here in the market. So trending indicator, let's see, SSP is going to load it up, and I'll share my screen and I'll close it out after that. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oops. Share my screen here. Share. All right, so you should see my screen right now. All right, so right now, S&P 500 here on the 15 is looking at a bearish movement here. So it's sell. It's at sell right now. It may start to reverse to a buy. We're on a buy here since way back down here. Sometimes it's going to give you like a small sell trend and then start to reverse to a buy trend. But for now, we're still in a sell trend. So waiting for another buy trend if he wants to continue going up. So right now it's still bearish here for now. All right, so it's still bearish here. US30 was in a sell setup here since way back there. We're back there. So right now it's still bearish here regarding the trend, and the last few alerts that we had were sell setups. But make sure to trade accordingly. No problem, Leon. So we'll reconvene tomorrow, 9:15. So 15 minutes before the market open, with another session here with Trade FX. So hope you have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll talk tomorrow here. All right, peace.